The truth about Emmanuel, or as it was called in its film festival premiere, Emanuel and the Fishes, is about a girl who's about to turn 18 years old, and she starts getting this huge bond with her next door neighbor who just moved in and resembles her mom a lot. However, considering the fact that her mother died at childbirth and her birthday's coming up, so it's the anniversary of it, things start to get a little weird with her getting sort of clingy to this next door neighbor. Things get even weirder when she realizes that this next door neighbor is hiding a lot of secrets, especially one big one. And I remember hearing about this and was really looking forward to it, and I was able to catch it online, and I have to say that I loved this film for the first 2/3 of it, because it starts off with some beautiful dialogue. Like, literally, there's some lines in here that just seem like it's like a beautiful written poetry book. The things she chooses to say from the main character, especially there's this one scene where they're describing what happened when her mother passed away when she was giving birth, and it does read a lot like a book, and I love that about it. Kayla Scodelario, I believe is how you pronounce her name. She was from Skins, and she plays the main character of Emmanuel here, and I thought that she did a really great job. She was very intriguing and very interesting in the beginning, again, especially because of her lines, and what she reminded me a lot was in the movie Excision. There's a girl there who's also very intriguing, weird, and gets weirder towards the end. And I think both of these characters have that, where they're interesting in the beginning, but then towards the end of the movie, especially with the finale of both of these movies, they're just weird. Jessica Biel, who's playing the next door neighbor, who builds this relationship with the girl because she comes over and she's taking care of the baby that Jessica Biel's character has, and they become sort of like bonding with each other, considering that Jessica Biel doesn't have a husband, she doesn't have a mom, and she can't really get along with her stepmother, and her dad, played by Dr. Octavius, isn't necessarily there for her all the time. But considering that she builds this huge bond with Biel's character, when she finally realizes her secret, it's sort of conflicted on who she wants to tell, and she wants to completely hide it because she feels like they're creating their own family there and she doesn't want anybody else to know. Even when the person who she works with, the pharmacist, tries to go out with Jessica Biel, she completely wants to get rid of him, she completely wants to get rid of the boyfriend that she has, completely treats him like poop, by the way, as well. But that's where things really start to build up about this huge secret. And again, like I said, the first 2/3 of this movie were really good. They were really intense, especially at some points when Jessica Biel's character is going out with the girl's boss, co-worker. There's this really intense scene where something gets revealed, and the way that Jessica Biel acts it out is just phenomenal. It's just like, you're at the edge of your seat, and then like the way she pulls through, covering the secret up, crazy. However, even though it's building, and building, at one point things just like, they build up to a climax, but then the way that they sort of try to get resolved was a little weird. It was a little crazy. But it's still definitely one to check out, because even though I didn't like the ending, it still has a great story. It's told very well, again, the dialogue. It's shot very well. There's some very like dreamlike sequences that are going on, especially throughout the whole film. There's sort of like this daze that the film has to it, where you get to feel the emotions of what the girl has, because she never really feels like she belongs. But definitely let me know what you thought about it, your interpretation of the many scenes that happened in this movie. If you thought that it was as good in the beginning and a little sloppy at the end, or if you just liked it all the way through, or maybe you didn't like it at all. But let me know what you thought about it down below, and I'll see you guys next time.